Dear students, welcome to my video. Chapter 3 Data Handling Part 1. Today we are going to start a new chapter, Data Handling. What is mean by data? Data is a collection of information. What is information, or where did you get this information? What are the sources of information? Very simply, it is from newspaper, from the internet, from society, etc. These are some sources of information. Okay, so collect some information by using numbers that are called data. That means a collection of information in the form of numerical figures is called a data. Example, marks of 5 students: 78, 65, 90, 47, and 81. This is a information, and this is also a data. Next one is raw data. What is mean by raw data? When information is collected and presented randomly, then it is called raw data. That means we can say we collect some data. That data is not sorting, not grouping, or not in order. So that are called raw data. Example, height of 5 students of class 7 are as follows: 125 centimeter, 120 centimeter, 126 centimeter, 119 centimeter, 122 centimeter. These are the data of height of 5 students of class 7. So this data is not sort, not group, not grouping, or not ordered. Okay. So these types of data is called raw data. One more example for raw data. See, 28, 31, 29, 27, etc. These are some raw data. It is not sorting or not grouping. So we have to arrange this data into order. So I am taking ascending order. What is ascending order? Smallest to biggest number, or smallest number to greater number. So what is the smallest number here? 25, and the greatest number is 32. So arranging this order, so this is the one of the order of the raw data. Okay. Then next one is representation of data. How to represent a given data? For easy understanding and meaningful comparison, the raw data will be represented in tabular form, or pictorial form, or graphical form, and in many other forms. See, the given data we have to represent by using tabular form, pictorial graph, or a graphical method. So this is very easy to understand the given data, or easy to compare two data. That is the importance of the representation of data. Then how to draw a tabular form? Very simple. We already given the data 25, 26, 26, etc. to up to 32. The ascending order is given. So we have to write the first column is value, the second column is number of times. Values are 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, and 32. In the second column, number of times, that is 25 how many times repeated? Only one time, so we write 1 in the second column. 26 how many times? 2 times, so we write 2. 27 4 times. 28 7 times. 29 6. 35 31 3, and 32 2 times. So the second column is known as frequency of the data. The second column is known as frequency of the data. So this is the tabular form of the given data. Then we can construct tabular form by using tally mark. How to use tally mark? Here the given marks are 4, 5, 6, and 7. So 4 is repeating 4 times. So we draw 4 lines. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then frequency is 4. Then 5 is again 4 times. So we draw 4 lines. 1, 2, 3, 4. So the frequency is 4. Then 6 is 7 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, then 5. So this cross, the 5 number is cross, then 1, 2. So 5 plus 2 equal to 7. Then 7, 5 plus 5. So that means 10 times repeated. So the frequency is 10. So this is the tabular form of the given data. Okay. Then next one is pictorial form or pictorial graph. By using pictures, we can represent the data. Then here, strawberry. Here one picture is equal to 10 fruits is given. So how many strawberry here? 65 strawberry, because 6 strawberry and half of 1 strawberry. So 65. Orange 4 plus half, that is 45. Then pineapple, how many? 7 plus half, that means 75. Then next one, apple 80. 8 apples are given, so 80. Then mango 40 mango. Okay, this is called a pictorial form or pictorial graph. Then let us look some examples of tabular and pictorial form. First one, temperature of cities. This is the example of tabular form. And the second one, football. And the third one, marks of the 5 students in a Hindi test. So these are tabular form. The last one is the examples for pictorial form or pictorial graph. Okay. The next one is representative value. Average. Very familiar word, average. See the examples. Isha spends on an average of about 5 hours daily for her studies. The second one, the average temperature at this time of the year is about 40 degree. Third one, the average age of pupils in my class is 12 years. And the fourth one is the average attendance of students in a school during its final exam was 90%. Everyday life we using this all statement. Look at the first example. Do you think that the child in the first statement studies exactly for 5 hours daily? No. On some days she may study less. On some days she may study longer. Okay. Then second one, the average temperature in your city every day it is 40 degree. No, sometimes below 40, sometimes above 40. So then third one, in your class all the ages of students is 12 years. No, exactly not 12 years, below 12 or above 12. Then what do these statements tell you? Average is a number that represents or shows the central tendency of a group of observation or data. Simply, we can say average is a measure of the central tendency of the group of data. Okay, then we have different types of measures of central tendency. First one is arithmetic mean. How to find mean? Mean is equal to sum of all observations divided by number of observation. For example, find the mean of the following data: 23, 28, 30, 42, 22. So how many observations are here? 5 observations are given. So mean is equal to add these all observation and divided by 5. That means mean is equal to 23 plus 28 plus 30 plus 42 plus 22 all divided by 5 is equal to 145 divided by 5. Then is equal to 28. So the mean of the observation is equal to 28. The next one is range. How to find the range? Is equal to highest observation minus lowest observation. For example, find the range of the following data: 21, 26, 18, 32, 34, 42, 23, 20, 12. So, which one is the highest observation given the data? 42. And lowest observation? 12. So, range is equal to 42 minus 12, that's equal to 30. Okay, so the 30 is the range of this data. The next one is mode of the data. What is the mode? The mode of a set of observation is the observation that occurs most often. That means simply we can say in a data which number is more frequent or more occur. That number is known as mode of the data. Example, find the mode of the following data: 20, 18, 17, 21, 18, 23, 27, 35, 36, 18, 21. So we have to write, first of all, we have to write the given data into ascending order. So 17 up to 36, we have the given data. So which one is the more frequent number here? 18, because 18 is 3 times occur. So mode is equal to 18. Ready? The next one is median. Median refers to the value which lies in the middle of the data when arranged in an increasing or decreasing order. Simply we can say median is the middlemost or middle term of the given data. First of all, we have to change the given data into ascending or descending order. So question number 1, find the median of the following data: 23, 34, 20, 25, 30, 23 and 21. First of all, we have to write ascending order. Which is the smallest number? 20. Which is the greatest number? 34. So we have to write 20, 21, 23, 23, 25, 30 and 34. Which is the middle number of this data? 23. So 23 is the median of the data. Ready? Then one more problem. Find the median of the following data: 10, 15, 13, 9, 17, 12, 14, 20. First of all, we have to arrange this data into ascending. So we get two numbers in the middle term. What are they? 13 and 14. So how to get the median? Very simple. Take the two numbers, add it and divide it by 2. That is 13 plus 14 divided by 2. 13 plus 14 is equal to 27. 27 divided by 2 is equal to 13.5. So 13.5 is the median of the given data. The next one is graphical representation of data. First one, bar graph. How to draw a bar graph? Very simple. We taking some rectangular bars, we can construct bar graph. For this, we need first one, perpendicular lines. First one is x-axis, the second one is y-axis. On the x-axis, we label or write the given object or the names of object or categories. On the y-axis, that objects how many times are given. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In this way, we can write on the y-axis. This is the name as scale. So on this scale, we have to write 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. or 2, 4, 6, 8, etc. or 0, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, etc. That means every width of the each numbers in between two numbers are every time it is same on the scale on the y-axis. Okay. Also, we have to write the scale above the graph sheet, right side of the sheet. So see the figure: 0, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 are the given measurements of the number of students it is given. So what is the scale? 1 unit is equal to 5 students. So we have to write, it is must you write on the above right side of the graph sheet. The next one is the width of the rectangular bars. It must be equal in all. See the two figures. You can see that all the width of the rectangular bars are equal in every row. So this is the steps of drawing bar graph. Okay. Then look at this example. Draw the bar graph of the following data. Here given that favorite color red, green, blue, yellow and orange. Number of students 43, 19, 53, 49 and 34. We have two questions. Sub question A. What is the most preferred color and which is the less preferred? And the second one is how many colors are there in all? What are they? Then first of all, we have to draw x-axis and the second one y-axis. On the x-axis, we mark red, green, blue, yellow, orange, the given colors. And on the y-axis, I select 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 and 60. These are the number of students. So I'm taking the scale is equal to 1 unit is equal to 10 students. So after that you draw a rectangular bars, red, green, blue, yellow and orange. Okay. Then observe the bar graph. Which is the most preferred color? Blue. Least color? Green. Then sub question B. How many colors are there? 5. What are they? Red, green, blue, yellow and orange. Okay. Then next one is double bar graph. What is a double bar graph? Usually we compare two quantities on the graph sheet at a same time. So here we have quarterly and half-yearly marks of students. The students are Ashish, Arun, Kavish, Maya, Rita. And given that quarterly and half-yearly marks of these students 10, 15, 15, 18, 12, 16, 20, 21 and 9, 15. So we have to represent these two data on the graph sheet. See the figure. On the x-axis, we have to write the names of the students and the y-axis marks of the students. On the scale 0, 5, 10, 15, 20 and 25. That means scale 1 unit equal to 5 marks. And also we can see that two colors are there. One is blue and one is red. The blue color indicating quarterly and the red color indicating half yearly. So this graph is known as double bar graph. Okay. Thanks for watching my video. Please wait for next video. Thank you.